Now, I've been making videos about Mercedes for quite a few years now, but in 2023, I bought this one just to the side of me here. So I've been on the hunt for some accessories, and not necessarily official Mercedes-Benz accessories. I'm talking things like MBUX screen protectors to key protection and even floor mats as well. So in this video, we've got a few accessories to check out, and I'm going to let you know if they're worth it or whether you should avoid them. Okay, so first up, car mats. Buying from a dealer can set you back well over £100, and for my car, a Mercedes-Benz A-Class, that's just for carpet mats. Rubber mats are sold separately and cost an eye-watering £150. So when I saw these on Amazon for £40, I had to try them out to see if they're any good. Also guys, I have to apologise about the wind today. This has been the first day where I've actually been able to film anything because it's been raining so much. And it's mighty windy, so I apologise if it comes off on the mics. But here they are. If I can actually get them out of the packet. It'd be good to get this one done first actually, because it's been the heaviest to carry around all this time. Well, here they are, the rubber mats. So this one is front left. From Mercedes A-Class 2018 onwards. Well, let's see if they match. Well, I'd say they look pretty good. What I quite like especially as well, they've got these like, they're not spikes, but like grippy points. And of course they're across the whole mat, which means they don't slide around. And the driver's one, notice as well, has the little toggles that you push down. So I'd say they're sort of on the thin side compared to some rubber mats I've owned before. But for £40, obviously these are all correct at the time of recording, I don't think it's that bad. I'm going to keep those in the car, I think. Now guys, for each of these shown in this video today, I'm going to put the links in the description down below if you wanted to buy one for yourself. But the next one is here, and this one is an official Mercedes-Benz accessory. And for those of you who've seen my reviews of cars, or certainly my car, you'll know I've had this ever since day one. Now yes, granted it is up there at the £100 threshold. I think it was like £99 something. So in my opinion, it's expensive for what it is, and yes, I know depending on the size of your car it will go up in price, but I think it's worth its weight in gold. We have a dog at home, and he looks very much like this if you've seen him before. He's featured a couple of times on my channel, and of course hairs go everywhere, so the fact I can sort of contain it to this area to some degree helps massively. And dog owners, if you know, you'll know. Up next is something called an MBUX screen protector. Now, if you own an A-Class like me, this could be a neat addition. It claims to reduce glare and also reduce fingerprints. We'll see. Now, annoyingly, this company have made this, for some reason, only make one for the W177 A-Class, which is this car here. I guess the owner maybe has one and he just wanted one for his own car, who knows. There are of course other screen protectors online made by other companies, for example the vertical screens in Mercedes, but I'll let you know if this one's even worth considering. So yeah, I'm really skeptical about this if I'm honest, because I get screen protectors for phones. I always run one on my daily phone, which is an iPhone, which is this one right here, but for a phone, I completely get it, because, you know, there's the risk of potentially dropping it on the floor and it landing on the screen. Whereas I don't think I'm going to be dropping this. But I get it, maybe rings or nails. Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look. And also, I've never put a screen protector on before with loads of people watching. So, can I do this without getting any air bubbles? And just, is it worth it? I'm really not sure. Obviously there's two, because I have two screens here, so let's put this on so you guys can actually see screen 1 and screen 2. I'm assuming they're both the same. No, one's left, one's right. Well, let's do the left one first, and I guess we'll just speed this up so you guys don't have to see me struggle to put this massive screen protector on. I should probably give it a little clean first. Well, I just took off the final protective layer, which I actually just thought for a second that was it. But no, look, there is something still on there. So let's wipe that just so we can see. There are no air bubbles, and it does fit the screen almost, well, it's perfect actually. It has got this slight non-reflective thing to it, so I guess we'll test it. I guess we'll do this one as well. Oh. There's so much rubbish for this. And then I guess that thing then comes off. Okay, well I've got 3 massive air bubbles there, so let's see if I can get that out. I think I'm going to push up for this. Well, there we go. It is installed and there are no air bubbles, so that's going to keep me very happy. And there does seem to be like this like anti-glare coating on it, which I guess helps. The thing is, why? I just don't get why there's a screen protector for a car, because it's not like you're going to drop it, or you shouldn't really be scratching it, I guess. But I've had my car since 2023 and I've been absolutely fine without a screen protector. So would I recommend it? I'm going to say no, but I am going to keep this in just to see how long it, lasts, and just see how well it, performs. But would I buy another one if I was going to buy another car? I don't know. I don't think so. I like it better than I thought I was going to, because I was a bit anti this screen protector, but I'm going to keep it in for now. I'll let you guys know maybe in a few minutes' time or something. Also, can we just talk about the amount of plastic and e-waste that this screen protector has generated? That's mental. Whoops. I need to go get that. I'm going to go put all this in the bin. Before we get on to key security, car cleaning. Yes, virtually every Living With car review that I've ever done has had a clean, with the exception of a couple. So yes, I virtually clean the cars inside and out before filming, just because I want them to look the best. So microfibre cloths are a very important part of my workflow. And these were especially soft, which can replace my Autoglym ones, which I have at the moment. Now I just need to find time to actually clean the car with this bad weather we've got. Now a slightly more interesting topic, maybe, and that's key security. Now, modern cars are very, very clever because they of course have these keyless systems, and it has been shown in some scenarios across some manufacturers that people can steal your car, literally, just by using an aerial and some weird laptop, and then they steal your car while you're sleeping, which isn't ideal. Some of these are quite expensive. So when we bought our house, I thought it would be a good idea to invest in some Faraday pouches, and I specifically bought these because they looked like they had carbon fibre on them, and they had red stitching that matched the seats in the car, so I thought it was quite a good fit. And they certainly served me well. The only problem is the Velcro isn't really sticking anymore, and that's just showing its age. So I needed something that was a little more robust. Enter Blockbox. Now, considering the pouches themselves were about £10 to £17, this one was stretching just over £30 to £40. I'm hoping this will last a lot longer, and I've certainly been using it for the past month or so with no problems whatsoever. And I'll show you what happens when you put your keys on the inside next to your car with keyless in just a second. Now, what I especially liked with this particular product was, of course, the quality with the stitching and the nice, very subtle touch of the suede interior. And the other thing I especially like as well are the 2 compartments, because me and my partner both have our own cars, and sometimes I have an extra car on test, and so just trying to squeeze all these keys into one pouch doesn't really work. But if you have a multi-car household, this is a no-brainer. Now, these are available in black or grey, depending on your preference. I personally went for black just because I thought it looked a little bit better, but here's a live demo. My car's currently locked at the moment, and of course it's got keyless on the outside. So if I put my hand behind the handle, it unlocks instantly just like that. You can tell the mirrors have just come out. Now if I touch the handle, it locks. Now look what happens if you put it in the box. So in there, just like that, and of course it's got magnets, so when it closes, it seals shut. Nothing at all, even right next to it. No signal whatsoever. Brilliant. And then as soon as I open it slightly, even locking it as well, there's just no signal when it's in this box. Brilliant. If you've got a multi-car household and you need to protect multiple keys, I'd definitely say to get one of these. But yes, I'm certainly going to be using that one going forward because I need to keep the car secure. The last thing I need is one of them to be stolen. Anyway, let's have a look at the next accessory. Okay, so you know how at the start I mentioned I've been reviewing Mercedes for years? Do you know what Mercedes used to offer? Literally right here, and that was a sunglasses case or sunglasses holder. And yeah, you used to press it and then you used to be able to put your sunglasses in there and then close it, and it just kept them nice and secure. But now obviously I have to keep mine down there, which isn't the end of the world. But I was wondering if there was any way, shape or form that I could put something up here that would keep the sunglasses there. So I searched online and found this, a TSLBW car glasses case. Weird name. Basically something that clips onto the sun visor. From the photo I wasn't convinced, but I've been proven wrong already in this video, so let's give it a go. Well, here it is. So I think the idea of this is that it literally clips up there, but first and foremost, do my glasses fit in there? The good old Ray-Bans. Well, let's get rid of that and have a look see if these fit in. So, yes, they do. And then these should just clip up there. I mean, it sort of works. So, the only downside to this, I mean, because of the price, it does feel very, very cheap. But the thing is, would I buy it myself? Probably not, no. It feels very, very cheap. But I mean, as a stocking filler, if you just needed to, if you really wanted your glasses up there and had your door pocket full of other things, it could be something you could consider. But yeah, it's just, it feels really, really cheap and nasty. Okay, I probably wouldn't buy it myself, but on to the next one. Now, I'm always on the hunt for official accessories, just because usually official ones are better. These are the Apple cables, the USB C cables that you can use to plug in CarPlay or just charge your phone, just in case your phone doesn't have wireless charging. And also, to mention, it actually charges your phone quicker. The only downside with these, this is a fairly new cable, so it's not really an issue, but if you've used the same one for a while, they're white now. And yes, they are braided, but because they're white, you always tend to grab it here, and it just gets really grubby and doesn't look very nice. So I'd actually bought a different type of USB-C cable, which is one of these. And this is a UGREEN USB C cable. Braided cable as well, so it's like ultra strong, but I've actually had this, I think, ever since day one in my car. I actually can't remember when I bought this cable, but it's at least 2.5, maybe 3 years old, maybe more, but it served me very, very well. So yeah, no complaints on this one. If you needed a solid USB-C to USB-C cable, I'd recommend one of these. Oh, and the other important thing, yes, it does work with Apple CarPlay. It's remained in my car ever since day one. And that will also include Android Auto as well. Up next though is something that's a little bit different. I have featured these on my channel before, and of course with a lot of devices going to USB-C these days, this is probably not very much needed. But just in case you need to convert USB-C to the previous USB, so USB-A if you're going to be 100% accurate with the naming, these are brilliant. Obviously, as time goes on, USB-C is taking over. I think virtually everything I've got now is USB-C, but just in case you have some older devices, older cables you want to use, these are pretty handy, and they're relatively inexpensive to keep the old cable still in use. Now up next are dash cams. Now dash cams, in my opinion, are very, very important. Now I know that some car manufacturers like Mercedes have integrated dash cams on some models like augmented reality, but sadly it's not on every model of Mercedes out there, which is why I have reviewed and covered some dash cams previously. For example, this one that I have here is a Nextbase 522GW, and I've had that model of dashcam for years and years and years, to the point where the battery even died and I just went and bought another one. However, that breaks the rules, because that's about 130, 150 pound or something like that. And this video is about accessories that are under £100. But luckily, I have reviewed a dashcam which is just under that. And that is the Nextbase Piqo. Now, I even said in that particular review that if I was going to buy another dashcam again, I'd buy that one. No, it doesn't have a screen, but provides actually better image quality than this one, just because this one's design and internals and camera sensor and quality is actually a few years older now. So without making this video too long, I urge you to just go look at that review of the Nextbase Piqo, which I will link up above, and I'll also pop, of course, in the description down below with a link to it as well. And then finally, we have our final accessory for this video, which I actually need to pull over and show you because I can't use it while driving. Believe it or not, I've actually run into a couple of issues with this car. When I say issues, they're more like speed bumps or speed hurdles, and I kind of saw it coming because I run my YouTube channel and I've been reviewing other cars. This car hasn't actually been driven that much, so the battery has actually been depleting over time just because I've not been driving it that much. Here's proof. Partially charged and then critical status on the battery as well. So the only way around that is to either go for a long drive and charge it back up or buy a battery charger. So when I used to work for a Mercedes-Benz dealer years ago, they actually used CTEK battery chargers in their showroom to maintain all their cars. And of course this one here is a really small one, just designed to do little top-ups and little trickle charges. But this thing was brilliant. It did the trick. It changed it from partially charged to fully charged in literally less than a day, and it's exactly what I needed. So I guess, would every person need a battery charger? Well, the answer is no. It's a special use case whether you need one of these or not. What I'm thinking more for, it's more for like people who have like a special weekend car. Maybe they have multiple cars in the family or something like that. But this one that priced under £100, bargain. Because I don't want to even look at how much car batteries are these days. I bet they're very expensive, especially with something like this called a mild hybrid, which, yeah, I'm sure that's going to cost more than my first car's battery. I remember that being £100. God knows what this one is. So just the fact of being able to top it up, I think, is probably worth its weight in gold. So yes guys, there we go. That concludes this week's video on Mercedes-Benz accessories. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you going to buy any of these accessories or are you going to avoid any of them? Let me know in that comment section. And as always, I'm open to future suggestions for other videos. Guys, thank you so much. As I mentioned, all the links are in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you then.